Hi, my name is Colin Brown, and today I'm going to be talking about the Austrian oak. Or also known as Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's a man who immigrated to America at the age of 21 and pursued a life of bodybuilding and many other things. He became a beacon of hope for those who were chasing the American dream, as he was just a man who lived in Austria from a very poor family and then moved here just to chase his dreams. He talks about that there are no self-made men in one of his speeches in 2017 at the University of Houston for the graduating ceremony, and this is something that I hold dearly. Arnold Schwarzenegger is a man that I've looked up to my entire life throughout bodybuilding and some of his movies. My favorite being Kindergarten Cop. It's a wonderful movie. If you haven't seen it, you got it. Moving to America. As a child, he watched movies with people like Reg Parker, an English bodybuilder and actor. This gave him a fascination of America and bodybuilding that he later pursued in his life. He was raised in a small village called Thal. He was a man who was born in Austria and immigrated to America when he was 21. When he came to America, he moved to LA and went to Gold's Gym. Here's that picture of Gold's Gym. That came from CNBS, Inside Ex-Bodybuilder Arnold Schwarzenegger's wellness routine now that he's 72. Fun fact about that is he works out every day, and when asked about it, now that he's 72, he says that it's a way of life for him. It's like eating breakfast in the morning. It's just, you gotta do it every day. The greatest bodybuilder of all time. One of the main reasons that I look up to him is the time that he spent bodybuilding and all that he achieved in that time. A man named Joe Wilder, one of the founding fathers of bodybuilding, invited him to America to take under his wing and pay for his entire trip coming to America because he saw the potential of him. That was according to his website on March 23rd, 2013. It was a statement on the passing of Joe Wilder. Sadly, he passed away then. Arnold Schwarzenegger is a 5-time Mr. Universe and 6-time winner of Mr. Olympia. Nobody has ever been able to touch that record. The only person that is coming close would be Chris Bumstead, who is one of the greatest nowadays. He is also known as our current day Arnold Schwarzenegger because of all he has accomplished. I believe he's got 4 Mr. Olympias under his belt now, and he's another man that I look up to, just like Arnold. He was helped a lot by people at the gym when he was broke first coming to America. He talks about this in his speech that I mentioned before, where the first Thanksgiving that he spent in America, he had his buddies from the gym come over for Thanksgiving, and they brought over things like plates, forks, and knives, things that he did not have and needed. This is why he talks about he's not a self-made man, because he had people along the way who helped him a lot. Acting and governor. After bodybuilding, Arnold pursued many different career paths, such as the governor of California, and before that, an actor. Like I said, go watch Kindergarten Cop. It's an amazing movie. His first movie that he did was Hercules in New York, according to IMDb. Fun fact, Joe Wilder, the person who brought him to America, got him this role by lying to the producers of that movie, saying that he knew how to speak English very well. He did not, and they found that out after they signed him. So they had to dub over his voice, so if you watch the movie, it is not actually him talking in the original production. He is most known for The Terminator, which he produced several movies and still is producing several movies for The Terminator to this day, surprisingly. As for governor, he was in office from 2003 to 2011. He was our last Republican governor in California, which many criticized him because he wanted to take away some pensions and things like that. But, he seemed like a nice guy. One of the people that have made and influenced by him was Donald Trump. They have a lot of similarities, you would think, because they are both people who did not have a past of acting, or did not have a past of government, and yet they still went into it. But surprisingly, they did not click. In January 10th, 2021, Arnold Schwarzenegger bashed him, calling him a failed leader. According to Rolling Stones, Arnold Schwarzenegger slams Trump. Complicit GOP members over Capitol riot. That was obviously right after January 6th. So there was an entire video by Arnold Schwarzenegger bashing him on how he is a failed leader. Conclusion. Today I've informed you on the early life of Arnold Schwarzenegger, the role that he played in bodybuilding, and the life he led afterwards. He became a beacon of hope for many immigrants chasing the American dream. You can do things no matter where you were born, is one of the things that he really showed to everybody. Arnold Schwarzenegger has influenced many, including myself. He has lived a life that many dream of and continue to inspire people. Thank you. And here's my works cited page.